All right, everybody, here we are again to talk about our upcoming sermon for Sunday. I'm really looking forward to diving into Isaiah as we were in Micah last week. We got another prophet this week. I'm really looking forward to that because the prophets are some of my favorite writings of the Old Testament. And this week, we're going to be in Isaiah 36, 37, and then Isaiah 2. And it's possible, if you've read those, you may have been wondering, where's he going with this? What's the connection between these texts? They don't seem to go together. I promise we're going to do that, but I want to save that for Sunday. I do want to give you a little hint, a little preview of what's coming up for Sunday's sermon, though. And so here's kind of where we're going. Isaiah 36 and 37, those are chapters that are narrative. They're storytelling. And they're the story about Hezekiah after he's decided he no longer wants to pay tribute to the Assyrian king. What's going to happen, right? I mean, this is a big question looming for the Israelites. What's going to happen now that he's decided to align himself with Egypt, reject Assyria's rule over him? What happens with the Israelites? Well, we see what happens. The Assyrians come calling to make demands on the tribute that they're owed. They believe that they're owed. And so we get this story in chapters 36 and 37. And I want to get into that on Sunday. It's a really fascinating story. I want you to pay careful attention. This is one of the things we're going to talk about. I want you to pay careful attention to the speech that the Assyrian servant gives before all of the Israelites. Pay attention to what he says there. We're going to get into that on Sunday. But then finally, what I want to leave you a little preview with is about chapter 2. Chapter 2 is one of those, what I call a hopeful text, a hopeful prophecy. It's not what's happening right now. I mean, clearly. We may not have swords anymore. We may not have people fighting with swords anymore. We certainly have guns en masse. We have tanks. We have fighter jets and aircraft carriers and you name it. The world's got it. What would it look like for the world to not have those things? For a world to not need those things, where swords truly could be made into plowshares, where guns really could be melted away and used as gardening tools or as some other kind of tool to help a person instead of hurt them. That's the message that Isaiah is giving, that hopeful kind of future. And I want to discuss that. I want to talk about that. And I especially want to bring in Jesus and how Jesus maybe factors into this whole picture of the future. So I hope that you're looking forward to getting into Isaiah. These are some really good texts. Again, maybe the connection doesn't seem obvious to you, but I hope that I'm able to get you there on Sunday. So read ahead, study up on what we're doing with that, and I can't wait to be with you again.